Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
2nd and 10. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Texans sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On first down, Kenny. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Akers. Touchdown, Houston. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make... Adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Out of the gun now on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be... Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. "7-7", our score after 1. Cooks will come in motion right. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. He finds his man, complete. It's Hale. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is indeed good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with... Pierce will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Here we go. Black 40. 22 needle. Ready, go.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it.
Here we go. Set. Black 95. Fight 97. Ready, go.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes.
Ready. 45. White.
Yeah, let's get set.
Set. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 10.
Let's go. 50. Green. Blaster. 6. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
I I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 33. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice run back there. He'll get 23.
Ready, set.
Check flag 54. Flag 54. It's going to be a long.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Hale. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Go now. 32. Yellow.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Ridley with career touchdown number 70. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Always important to get the first score the second. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a sensational return there on teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get this down only to the 18. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Going for and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. That's on the tackle. Panay. Sewell. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Quick dash. Quick dash. Come, come.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the... Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is brought in at the 21. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Minshew's throw taken in by Ridley here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to... The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a
touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An important score there, CD, and now... On the give, this is Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pierce now up the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Minshew. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the seat. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Houston, the